Hey guys, welcome to Cyberdream Developers. Today we are going to be working on our fitness and exercise affiliate website. Trust me guys, even I get that name wrong sometimes. Alright, so quick introduction. My name is James Roberts. I own Cyberdream Developers. I also own web hosting and web security companies. I am an entrepreneur. Now at Cyberdream Developers, we are focused on connecting your business with your ideal client online. And what it means is that we might need to do a bit of marketing, we might need to run some ads, we might need to set up a website, we are going to need to set up some sales funnel. We don't know what your solution is because we don't know your problem. However, what we know how to do is to use online means, so websites and online marketing and other website online technologies to get your business to connect and build a relationship with your ideal client. Now, the reason why you have to build a relationship is because if nobody knows you, nobody buys from you. They might see your ad, but unless they're familiar with you, where they say it takes an average of, let's say, actually it's 11 touch points I'm hearing now. I used to hear that it's 8 touch points, which means that you have to contact or come into contact with someone 8 times at minimum before they make a purchase with you on average. And now I'm hearing it's 11. So that just shows how important ads are. Well, not ads, but making a connection with your client and building a relationship with them is. So what we're doing here today, we're teaching you how to build a fitness and affiliate website. Whenever this website is finished, it's going to be available for download using the link below. All right, guys, so the link is going to be in the description below. Now, let's take a look at what we did yesterday. We did the hero section for the homepage. We have been working on the website. This is episode 6. We've done the about page. We have done the products. We have done the blog. We have not done the testimonials. That's going to be a separate episode because I realized that setting up testimonials is going to be a very critical part of any website. All right, and we've done the contact page, and this page talk for themselves in the e-commerce section. Now, just a bit of background on this business. It's fictitious. It's not real. We made it up. And the idea here is that you're a gym owner. You have a gym. You needed to get in some more clients. By the way, I just don't like the way this is centered. You know, something looks off, right? Something just looks off about it. Maybe I should change this. I'm going to fix it, guys. I'm going to put it over here. Yes, so you own a gym. You needed to get in some more clients, customers, and gyms get clients, right? I mean, I go to the gym. I'm a client of the gym, not a customer. I don't know, a subscriber, whatever. So you need to get in some more subscribers to your gym service, right? So you created a blog. You posted 3 blog posts. You continued blogging. The blogs took off. And because of that, you started making some residual income from your blog, which in turn build your brand, build relationships with people in the area and people visiting the area, LA. And so you have a thriving gym business with 3 locations now. And what we're doing is we're setting up your website so that it can help you to get more leads, because that is what you want. You want leads and you want signups. And that's going to happen mainly from your blog because that is how the business took off initially, right? So enough of the introduction. What we did yesterday is we started a homepage. All right, so we have the homepage. This is the hero section. We worked on this. Absolutely beautiful. I like it. I don't like the alignment of the text. I think I'll just move it over to the left. All right, now that I have fresh eyes on it. And we're going to left align as well. So we're going to work on the hero section just a bit, and it's going to look absolutely amazing. All right, then we did this section. Now this section looks absolutely hideous, and the reason why it looks this way is because I had to leave. It was past work hours. A client called me midstream, so if you watch episode 5 that you're gonna hear the phone ring oddly. So a client called me midstream, so I had to finish up the stream, call back the client, and have them get a solution to their problem. It was outside of business hours, but you know, clients are important. And we have this section as well. And the idea here is that we're directing them to our blog because that's where we're going to get some sales. I like this hover effect. And we're leading them to sign up. And I was explaining that the idea here is that you get them to sign up to your blog. Now this is a book, but the idea here, right? We're gonna get to it. Let's just go to the example. The idea here is that you give them something for free. All right. So if you go to Cyberdream Developers website, where is that? It's not here. All right, so we're going to go to Cyberdream Developers website just a bit to show you what is happening. So you go to Cyberdream Developers website, right? And what you're going to see is that we say download our free ebook. And this is the ebook, your website's conversion mistake. This is real, guys. You can get this book. And this is what you get: 26 reasons why your website is scaring away customers, written by me. All right. And what is going to happen? You're going to click download ebook, right? And that's what we're setting up here. No, not here, here, right? So they're going to download your ebook, level up your results with these 5 awesome diet tips, because you know that when you're working out, your diet is important, right? And when they try to get the book, they enter their email address, they enter their name, they enter, well, first name and last name. It can be first name alone. You know, we can work on that. They subscribe. Having subscribed, what is going to happen is you get their email address, they get a download link for your ebook. When they receive a download link for your ebook, what you're going to do for them is that you're going to build a relationship with them by sending them future tips, right? Future tips and emails, and build a relationship with them, and eventually they will become a customer. And that is what you're going to be doing with most people who come here. They're not going to convert, which means they're not going to call, they're not going to purchase anything, they're not going to sign up for a membership the first time they come across your website. 97% of them actually aren't going to convert, and that 3% conversion rate is actually pretty good. So perhaps for a month you won't get anything at all, and that's why you do this. It's a little bit less private. There isn't much that they need to do, and there is an awesome reward on the other end for them, right? So now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be fixing this terrible design. All right, so let's just go ahead and edit with Elementor. This section here is going to be built like here, and this is Expressive Tees. This is a clothing company that I own, and it is what it is. We create expressive tees. All right, guys, so we're going to be creating this section again right here. All right, and Elementor is still loading, so let's wait for Elementor. Let us wait. Okay, so we're going to be working on this section, and we're going to be working on this section, and we have about 15 minutes before I have to get to the next task. All right, so we have the book. The book is fine. We have the sign up form. We have our heading. We have our bit of text. Now this is HTML code. You can get this from MailChimp. All right, so you can get this from MailChimp. You copy your sign up form code. I can show you guys how to do that whenever you're ready. You get an HTML code widget and you paste the code right there. This code is actually from one of my websites, right? So whenever you get this website to download, I'm going to remove this code, or you're going to have your subscribers sign up to my email list, and you, I, and them know we don't want that to happen at all. All right, so we're going to work on this section, and we're going to work on this section. So let us first work on this section. We also worked on this area right here. Now it's not being displayed properly. Neither is this area. I'm wondering if it's a caching issue. I don't understand why sometimes this happens in Elementor. All right. So we're waiting for Elementor again. If that doesn't work, that will just have to be, and it's what I can do is I can just duplicate it and you'll see it come up, but we'll get there, guys. We will get there. So here's what we're doing now. We're working on this section. I'm going to need some space. I know that immediately. And remember, I won't tell you how to do everything. I'll just have you watch and learn, because that's a more interesting way than having to explain everything for you guys. All right, so I added some space at the top and the bottom. I think I'll just add some at the side as well. All right, now we have 2 blog posts. We have a header. We're going to change the header. I'm going to use this. So I'm just going to copy and paste style. I'm going to have to change a bit about it. So I'm going to change the font color to a more dark color. What's my primary? My primary is right here, so I'll just use black. All right, I am going to change this. Let's ensure it's H2. Now we're going to change the size of it. All right, guys. What I want to do right now is I'm looking right here, and I don't like how bland this looks. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a space. Now this is a heading. right? This is a heading, and I can't just go right here in the widget and add a space. That's not going to work. So I'm going to have to add what is called a page break. It looks like this, guys. And so that is what a page break looks like. All right, so that's what our page break is going to look like in code. We just type it in and it gives us the remaining text in that line into a new line. I don't think I put it at the right place. Get your fitness journey started. So I'm going to put it after started, page break. With these amazing posts, we're going to have a bit of line spacing. All right, so let's just go with line spacing, line height, actually, that's what it's called. All right, that looks good. We're going to have a bit of letter spacing just to keep it a little bit more interesting. I haven't chosen the font as yet, guys. I haven't chosen the font, but I'm leaning towards Roboto Slab for the titles. All right, I'm leaning towards Roboto Slab. What I could do, and this is something I'll just show you right away, I could go to a gym. Actually, I'm just going to go to Bowflex's website. All right, there's something I know from home gyms, right? And having gone to Bowflex's website, I can choose the font that Bowflex is using if it is available. All right, so this is the font that they have right here. Let me just find a nice heading. They have this. Let me just go right here, and you're going to find this icon. What font? All right, now this is a widget. Is that what it's called? A widget? This is a widget, I believe, for Google Chrome. You just click on it, and you go right here, and it tells you the actual font. All right, and having clicked on it, it tells me the style, which is normal, the weight, the color, the height, and the size. So we can figure out which font would look nice. This font is Proxima Nova Extra Condensed, and I'm just going to copy and see if I can find it in Elementor right here. I'm just going to paste. Actually, it's not going to work that way because of the hyphen. So let's see, Proxima, and it's not a font that is available. We can add fonts, but we're not going to go into that right now, because if we keep looking at everything that we could do, we won't do what we should do, which is build our website. So we're going to just work with Roboto Slab for now. That is just a handy trick. You just click on the F that will appear when you add what font, and it tells you everything you need to know. This is still the same font as again, Proxima Nova. And this is a website that I could improve. This is a terrible website. I'm sorry, Bowflex, if you're watching, but you are leaving a lot of money on the line with this website. A whole lot of money. All right, so that is that for that. All right, now we're going to add some space beneath this, because adding some space is just going to give us some more room to work with, and it looks a little bit more pleasing on the eye. Now, having added the space, what we're going to need right here, we're going to need a call to action, because our call to action, what that is, I want to say it's our preferred call to action, is going to be that we prefer them to sign up. All right, but in order for them to sign up right here, we might need to build a bit more relationship with them. So we also have them read our blog, because there's a lot of information there. Now, just to note, the blog, we made the blog in episode 3, I believe, and these titles are fictitious again, and we use Cupcake Ipsum, as you might realize, Cupcake Ipsum Dolor Sit Amet. All right, so this is just dummy text for what would be a nice blog, and we don't have many blog posts or many products, because this is just a dummy website. The more I add, the more you have to delete once you get it. All right, so we're going to add this call to action, read blog. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and copy this. And then when I copy, I'm just going to paste right here. It's going to go beneath this. All right, now this button is a pop color. This is our accent. The orange is our accent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add some space to this button now, so it's not as crowded. All right, so to the top I'm going to add 40, and that's adding 40 everywhere. So let me just go ahead and delete everything. Don't link values. Add 40 to the top. Actually, I'll add 60 to the top. That's beautiful. Add 30 to the bottom. Nice, we have a lot of space. This looks roomy. Now, this is an accent color, guys. And this is our not our prime, this is our secondary color. Oh yes, I was gonna fix the era as well. So let's get to that soon. So we're going to change the button just a bit, the style, and I'm going to use white font or white text color, not the white, but the dark white. We're going to go with our primary color for the background. And for the border, we could use something fancy like that. I tend to do buttons like that. I don't know what is wrong with me, but I'm going to keep my style. I like to use a brighter color for my borders, guys. So I could use that, but I'm going to use a brighter color for my borders. That's what I normally do. All right, perfect. That's what we're doing. Now for the hover, we're going to go with a bit of purple font. All right, we're going to go with white background and white background, that is. And our border is going to be dark purple again. Pulse grow as usual. The radius and all of that stays the same. And that is our button. All right. Now, what we're going to be looking at is our hero is not at all interesting. I mean, look at that. I liked it the first day I made it, which is why I don't like doing designs once and handing over the project. I like to have a day or two just to sit on the design and look at it with fresh eyes, have someone else look at it and critique and make changes. Because what you realize happens is that the more hours you spend doing something, eventually get a little bit desensitized, right? So it's not, you don't give it your best judgment. And this right here, it looks jagged, right? So I'm gonna work on this. We just need 2 columns. I'll delete this one. All right. And I will fix the layout or structure. I will go with 6633. Or actually, I'm going to go with 60. All right. I'm going to have everything left aligned. But let me just look at what this looks like right now. All right. Now we need to add, all right, so let me show what I'm talking about. This right here, this is the container for all of this information. There's one right here, one column right here, there's one right here, and this one is empty, and this has a heading, a subheading, and button, and whatever. But we need it to go over here a little bit more, right? We need to get it over in this area, all right? So what we're going to do for that is a few things, right? First, we're going to change the I don't remember what it's called, but it's right here, the content width. All right, so that's one thing we could do. Let me just remove box and go with full width. And this is the difference, guys. Wait, I need to. So we're working on a column, and it's within this intersection. This widget is an intersection. If we go right here and edit section, all right, so we edit section, the main section, and we change this to full width, and we have this as full width as well. This is what happens, guys. It goes all the way over and it's going to stretch across. But I don't need that, right? That's not what I need. So I'm going to go back to boxed, and you can see this, even though the intersection is full width, the intersection is in a boxed setting. It's in a boxed container. So it's not going to be full width for the boxed container, but only full width for the intersection. We don't need full width in the intersection as well. So let's just go with boxed. Now for this, all right, so this is the intersection and this is the container it's in. We need this container to be a little bit wider. All right, so we're going to change the width for the container. We go right here, edit section, and I'm going with 1200. Oh, look at that, perfect. All right, so let's see what that looks like. It's still not what I want it to be. All right, so let me go ahead and left align everything. All right, guys, let's just left align, and we will see how this turns out. All right, so go ahead, and that looks a lot better, right? And I need this and to be in the next line. Remember what I said about line breaks? All right, so gym and fitness center. All right, so Los Angeles best fitness experience, 24/7 extreme gym and fitness center. Extreme gym and fitness center or gym and extreme fitness center? Does that have to be extreme fitness? You know what? This would have been decided with keyword research, right? So we're going to leave it for now. Welcome to Fitness Express. And we have all of that. All right. So I'm going to play around with this a little bit now because, well, I can. All right, guys. So let's look at what we're going to do right now. We're going to use a gradient. and this gradient is going to be one half is black and the other half is black, but this black is going to be absolutely transparent. All right. Now I'm going to have to work with the background just a bit. The overlay, there's an overlay. All right, so let's just 64% on the overlay. All right, so let's just remove the overlay. All right, guys, and let's go with the background once more. And we need to work on the transparency or the opacity. All right, so this is the opacity right here. Wait, background overlay, and it's a background overlay we should be working with, guys. So let's just go back. Classic. Let me see if I have the picture. I have the picture. So look at what I'm going to do. I shouldn't be using the background for what I need to do. I should be using the overlay. So I'm going to delete the picture in the background. It's completely white right now. I'm going to go into the overlay. I am going to create a gradient. I am going to use black and black like I did previously, except that the second black is going to be entirely transparent. All right, guys. And I do need a picture. I just remember what I was doing. I need a picture, guys. Forgive me for that. So I haven't added a picture, and we're working on the overlay right now. That's that. So the opacity, let's see what opacity 1 looks like. All right. Now we're gonna change the look, the angle, and the angle is gonna be like that. And let's see. Okay. Now that looks fine, and we just reduce the opacity. All right, and now I can change this to black. Can I? No. Let's keep it white, and let me see how this looks in purple. No, so we're going to keep the original color. We are going to keep the original color. I can get it right. I just don't have a clear enough image of what I need to do. Let me just keep playing around with this a little bit more. Just a sec. Let me see where I'm heading. I know I have an idea of what I want, but I don't know exactly what it is I want to happen right here. Okay, so let me just change the location now. And the angle. And go like that. And go like that. Alright. And let us see. So I think I'm getting somewhere, guys. Just a bit now. It's gonna have to be like this, guys. Yep, that looks alright. I could play around a little bit more. I think this looks alright. Okay, so get your fitness journey started with these amazing posts. Alright, that reblog. Now we're gonna have to, okay, it's 5. I have to go, guys. But we're gonna work on this section next. Remember, we worked on this area, it's just not showing properly. But we did get one section finished. We're gonna work on this section in the next episode. And then we're just gonna finish by adding some more information to the page. As you can see, there is information, but it's just not showing. Let me see if I can preview changes in incognito and have everything. No, okay. Copy. Let's go. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is what we have so far. All right. We didn't get much done today, but we got some. All right, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be finishing this section. Where is it? Right here. And we're going to be working on these sections. And we have to work on the footer, guys. This is not the footer we're going to go with at all, because you can even see a sub menu in the footer. Like, that's terrible. All right, so thank you guys for joining with us for episode 6. We will finish this in 10 episodes. Then we're going to move on to e-commerce and some business websites, and we're going to have awesome websites for you guys to download, some for free, and the ones that are purchased, you can get 50% off the price if you host with auroracloudws.com or lightphoenix.com, or you get website security from digitalpixie.com, which these are companies that I own, so I incentivize you to use them by giving discounts here. All right, guys, so thank you for joining. Have an awesome day. Cheers.